like la 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 la, what's going on here? So guided meditations was a lot better for me um, in getting started. That have a focus, that has specific goal that we're shooting for, expectations, and then you can probably work up to those non-voice guided, those movement types like we have right now. Or it can be like the icing on the cake. You have another technique, another process, another intent, and you use this moving meditation after another meditation as a form of integration. There's no limit to what you can use these for. Anybody else? For those of you just got on, if you're getting on for the 111 uh, advanced meditation skills, meditation is alignment. We're going to be starting at 111. We're more into the social hour now between 1 and 111, where it's open topic. People can talk, can chill, say whatever on their mind. And since we just came off of an earlier session, some people are asking questions or sharing their impact.
I have a
Anybody
question.
else?
I have a question.
Sure.
Can you recommend a source for music that we can use to try to do more of this on our own?
I can recommend, first and foremost, my own. We have a meditation library that we
Hmm.
started building from all of the audios that we do on Shurch on Sundays. And Tanya will be a great one to reach out to about the audios. We have a retreat that's coming up in August. I'm mad excited about that, as well as a free community that we do on WhatsApp called Inner Circle.
Yeah.
Free audios and stuff like that. Just
If you don't use WhatsApp, is there anything just online?
yeah, you can get down with our library community um, too as well. But if you want to be a part of the community where you're talking back and forth with each other, then that's what WhatsApp is for.
Okay.
So you have meditation libraries, which Tanya has access to. You have the meditation retreats where we do in-person stuff. And then you have Sunday is Search, which is always free. It will forever be free that you can do. Is there anybody on here that saw our ad on Facebook or Meta? I'm just curious. And that's how you found us? Most people find us through MeetUp. John, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, Willpower Harris?
I am chilling, still excited about the 4th of July weekend. And I just got back from vacation. So last week we didn't have this event. But I missed you guys so much I came back from vacation a day early. Because I was in the boonies of the Outer Banks. There was no internet access. I'm standing on the beach, one leg up, finger in the air, little like rabbit ears antenna, trying to get internet access. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. But we were able to get some cool meditation stuff recorded at the beach. Anybody else? It's open. You can talk on anything you want to, because we're going to get started in 2 minutes with the next session.
When you were in the Outer Banks, is that where you got the audio for the waves on that meditation that you did for the ocean? That was really nice. That was powerful.
Yeah, I
That was
got all
good.
wet for you. I was wet out
Yeah.
in the ocean.
You
Like
could
I'm either
feel
going to
the you
drown or make a new meditation audio.
yeah. You could feel the power behind the water. Like it's just really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoy going to the water. I'm from Virginia Beach originally. That's where I grew up at. So being around the water always energizes me. Fresh ideas, fresh thoughts. It's really cool.
I have a question
Go for it.
for I have a retreat question for the retreat that's coming up in August.
Yeah.
Do we, for those of us that are attending, do we need to bring anything that will help make the meditations more comfortable, like not a mattress, but something that for us to sit on or something like that?
I'm going to have some things there for you, John, like little mats, cushions that we used to meditate on. Bringing your headphones will be good too. But more than likely, the majority of them will be using silent disco headphones. So everybody will be able to turn to their own channel. Cool. Based on their level of experience. Okay, it is 1:11. So it is time for us to rock and roll. Let me bring up the PowerPoint. Boom. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. You see the PowerPoint slide? Okay, great. All right. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to the search section. My name is Willpower Harris, and it is my honor to speak with you all today. The name of our organization is Shurch, Shurch. It came to me after meditation. It's kind of like a spiritual search. A lot of people are on, or spiritual church without the dogma. The way we do these is I am a teacher, not a preacher. So I set up to have different lessons that we talk about around the Becoming series. Who are you becoming? That's what we're focusing on for this first 3 months. We have been around for 2 months now, which is a little amazing to me how time flies quickly. So we don't tell you what to do here. We introduce ideas, lessons, and then there's a portion of meditation where we meditate around what we just talked about so you can have your own experience. And then after that, the third part, which is very crucial, I can't underemphasize how important the third part is. That's the discussion. That's where whatever happened to you in meditation or what happened to other people and what they experienced and what they brought back that you discuss and you hear about it. And that's the integration part. So it's three parts, right? There's the intent, where we're setting our intent around this one. It's on a light worker. What is a light worker? That name gets thrown around a lot. Are you a light worker? And how do you become a better light worker, a stronger light worker? And can you become a better and stronger light worker today? That's what we're focusing on. So, with that, these are the qualifications that I have ever since 2012. That's when I jumped from the kiddie pool to the deep end of spirituality, the different avenues and areas that I touched upon in my growth. I am a medium, a psychic, so we can get busy with that too as well towards the end if anyone has any questions or thoughts during the discussion period. And then in terms of the search mission, create a community of spiritual leaders who love growing spiritually, who like having an organized system of becoming a better person and helping others too, as well. So I grew up Pentecostal, and the way I was raised in the religion that I started out with, I couldn't really measure myself, or wasn't taught how to measure myself. Am I becoming a better human being, a better person, a better light worker? So the things that we have set up here and the way we do it is organized in that way. Okay, cool. Unlike other meetup groups, what we do is we have an organized approach for the first 3 months. The Becoming series asks the questions, who are you becoming? And then after that, we have the Spiritual Superpower series, which is now that you know who you're becoming, What tools, what gifts, what attributes, what do we need to add to your plate to make you stronger, better, faster? I think that's like $6 million man. Make you stronger, faster, better than ever before. And then the 3 months after that, we have the search within, which comes down to okay, now that you have these spiritual gifts, the spiritual power, you know what your purpose is, how are you going to use it to make the world a better place? So we don't talk about it, but we be about it. So the becoming series is where we are right now. It's ask the question who you're becoming. And today we're talking about becoming a better light worker and what that actually means. And how does that third eye play into it? Okay. Also, the Becoming Retreat, August 20th to 23rd. And if you're interested, feel free to reach out to Tanya. I think she put a link in the chat or something. You have two choices. You have a weekend retreat, which I think is sold out now. But the August 22nd Saturday intensive is still there for anyone who wants to come in one day. And we got a short waiting list for the other. Boom. Let's talk about a light worker. Okay. Light worker. First time I heard this term was probably around 2012. It's definitely a spiritual new age type of terminology. It sounds kind of cool. If anyone ever heard of a guy named Alex Gray, he's a spiritual artist. He also has a fantastic painting that he did of a light worker that I love. My wife got it for me. He got an autographed picture in my office somewhere. But a light worker is a soul who chooses to live in service to others. So doctors can be light workers or not. Lawyers can be light workers or not. Teachers, healers, all of these people hopefully love people and bringing light to their life in some way based on their skill. So they're here to raise the vibrations of the planet, to make things lighter and brighter and better for others. If you have a light worker as a friend, you have a really, really great friend. Okay. So with this, we're going to talk about advanced meditation skills. These are the things that we drill down during the retreat a whole lot deeper. And in the short time that we have here, oh my God, telepathy is spelled wrong. Telepathy, to me. Hooked on phonics worked for me. You remember that, John? You remember that commercial? That's back in the day.
I
So
do.
telepathy, mind reading and communication, raising vibrations, third eye, multi-dimensional sight too as well. So I want to spend some time jumping into these just to drop some nuggets. And then keep in mind during the meditation that we have set up for you today, if any of these are areas that you would like to explore, you can today. That's what type of meditation we're doing now. This is a skill building meditation. You can have a meditation where you relax, like, oh, I felt like I was sleeping on clouds. And then you can have another meditation where you're actually seeing visions and doing things. This one is designed to make you a better person, okay? Make you a stronger light worker. So telepathy means the ability to mind read or to communicate. So if I say the word glasses, you can think, okay, does he mean like glass, like the glasses that are on his face? Does he mean glasses like glass window? Does he mean glass like drinking glass or something like that? What do you mean? So your ability to take your image, that impression, and then place it in someone else's mind, and also get that information from them too as well. Some people experience it if they've been together a long time, where without talking, they know what the other person thinks or wants. Can you bring me that? Wife says that, husband says that. They never say what that is, but the person automatically knows what that is. So telepathy is one thing. I have been practicing this with my dog, and realizing how much my dog cusses me out. You're a little tardy with this meal, sir. So I gotta work on my tardiness with my dog. Raising vibrations. So from the last session that we had right before this, as I was talking to someone, raising vibrations is a big deal. How do you do that? Like everybody throws it out and like, hey, you need to raise vibrations, or let's raise vibrations. How do you do that? So you can practice that in this meditation that we're about to do. The quickest and easiest way that I know to raise my vibrations, and if you have another way, feel free to put it in the chat. Like some people listen to music, some people try to be in a beautiful or natural environment. Some people go to holy temples and holy places. When I'm speaking of raising vibrations, I'm speaking of manifesting, I'm speaking of healing, I'm speaking of raising your vibrations up to the level that matches what you want to happen. Because when you can raise your vibrations up to the level of something you want to happen, boom, that's when it happens. So if you want to manifest something, if you want to manifest being rich, maybe you want to be a millionaire. We need to raise your vibrations up to millionaire Lisa, millionaire Selma, millionaire Kayla. And how do you do that now? Well, you think about, if I was a millionaire, how would I feel? What emotions would I have? What joy or happiness or contentment? And whatever that is, you start feeling that emotion right here, right now. And when you feel that emotion, when you match that emotion, you're attracting things from the universe to come to you. Now, when you're walking around mad, like somebody licked all the red off your candy cane, you're attracting something too, attracting a lot of hot mess. So our emotions are really helping us vibrate at another level. You can either control your emotions or you let them control you. But being able to raise your vibrations and having the third eye ability to see what emotion would serve me best. I think I was talking, I was chatting privately with Lisa about this when we were talking about emotions around anger. And, you're talking to spiritual people like, oh, you shouldn't get angry. Just like, in my Christian days, I would hear, you should never say hate. You shouldn't hate anything. Well, I'm going to tell you what, I'm always going to hate child abuse. I am. I'm going to hate or have anger against sexual violence against women. Yeah, I'm going to be I'm going to be pissed. Now, how do you use that anger? That anger lets you know something is happening that I do not like. Now, if you just stay in that mode of just angry, well, you're useless. But how are you going to use that energy, that emotion, that vibration, and morph it into something productive, helpful, preventful to make life better for somebody else? You got a choice, and it's your right to feel whatever way you want to. But if you want it to lead to something positive, something that has you being the hero light worker that you want to be, yeah, that's a matter of deciding which emotion will serve you best. Sometimes it's determination, sometimes it's grit, consistency. And then the third eye. So, the meditation that we're going to do today is very powerful. The affirmations that we have in there is super duper powerful, magical, if you will. So, when it comes to your third eye, you will feel your third eye. I will be shocked if nobody, like if anybody says, I didn't feel anything. You absolutely gonna feel something in this one. Guaranteed. Guaranteed you're gonna feel something. So be prepared for that. This is about awakening your third eye and making it stronger. But what I want to introduce, and the biggest lesson around this with the third eye, is I want to show you what my third eye is like. Because a lot of people, when they think of third eye, they think of, okay, you have the ability to see the future. You can. Okay. Or your third eye being like X-ray vision. You can see through the walls like Superman or Superwoman. It's possible. But there's another thing that can go further, deeper than just spidey sense type deal or looking into the future. And that's multi-dimensional sight. That's what my third eye has. That's what I've been talking it over with we had a special group called the SFC, Spiritual Fitness Club in Search. And I've been telling them how activation as a light worker on my third eye at this new level of being able to see possibilities in multiple dimensions all at the same time. That's what this meditation is set up for. And I wanted to give you and show you visual representation of what it looks like for me. So here we go. So this new definition of third eye, it's not just seeing, but seeing differently, seeing multiple possibilities all at the same time. This is how you get jiggy with it. This is how you build movements and create businesses and help heal people because you're able to hold more space. That's what this does. As a light worker, when you expand your capacity for light, you're expanding your capabilities of things to do. So your third eye is your inner vision that sees beyond surface into the truth of what is unseen, but what's possible, what's happening, and what's becoming. So over here, you got regular sight, and I'm showing you an example of me. Okay, regular sight is someone may see that hey, you got a few people on Zoom, and that's what's going on with service. But when you're able to tap into your third eye, now you can have multiple layers happening at the same time that others won't see. So people ask me things like, "How can you get so much done?" I got a lot of stuff done. Wrote 14 books in the past, and in the process of writing 5 right now. That happens because of my third eye and actively working to make my third eye stronger. True 2020 spiritual vision. So I'm break this down for you so you can have a visual of it, and then we're going to go into the third eye meditation after I give you some more suggestions and warnings around the use of this meditation. Okay. So third eye, someone sees this, right? Zoom. Oh wow, they got Zoom meetings happening every Sunday, 12:12, 1:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is hopping on, people getting on, they're talking on a new topic, they're meditating, they're discussing as a group, and then people going off in their lives. And that might seem like that's it. That's one dimensional. This is really what's happening. This is how I see it. So I see it where you have this search going on, but at the same time, starting this week, we will have posts that are going out across multiple social medias, doing a deeper dive lesson, say, on the third eye that people can watch. And we also have the WhatsApp community that we were just talking about a second ago, where people are able to talk to one another and learn, not just on Sunday, but throughout the week and share. And then retreats, and then global things. So with all of these things happening at the same time, that's how I see it. So what I'm trying to open up for you guys in the third eye is the ability for you to think one layer and then to have it so the spirit, God, the divine, all that is or ever was, is able to expand for you the multiple layers of additional possibilities. You want to be a millionaire? This is how you do it. You use your third eye. You see the multiple options. You start vibrating at the level of what is the level of Razi the millionaire. And once you're vibrating at that level, your third eye opens all the possibilities that are tapped into that vibration. So you're doing multiple things at the same time spiritually around one vision. It expands. It's not just about seeing the future. It's not just about having like spider sense or premonition. It's much bigger than that. There's things that you can walk around all day using your third eye, focusing in that area between your eyebrows. Some people call it the Christ consciousness. It has a lot of different names, but every single one of us has this capability. So again, this is an example, just a different image. It's a breakdown. And then this is what's going on in my life. I want you to think about what's going on in yours. What do you want to build? That at the one-dimensional level, it looks like this. But when you're able to look at it through the lens of your third eye, this is the true definition of the third eye. Like The Secret, the movie, I consider that kindergarten of manifestation. The third eye being like extra sense, that's kindergarten to what it really is. This is what it really is. Being able to see in your mind as clear as day the pathways and the different things you need to do. You're going through a divorce? Well, that might be this. A single vision. Going through a divorce is this. Multi-layer. You got finances. You have children's future. You have what businesses I want to start. And they're all working in contingent because unfortunately, if you want to get ahead in life, at least the only way I know, is multiple things have to be going on at the same time in order for you to have a multitude of greatness. When you're just doing it one thing at a time, well, then you're working with space and time. But as a light worker, you have the ability to expand your capacity of holding light. You have the ability to expand the number of accomplishments that you have. It was 2014 that someone, a shaman, did a ritual on me. And at the end of that ritual, I was smarter. She expanded my capacity for holding light. I don't mean smarter like book knowledge smarter. I mean capacity for learning smarter. Totally different person. So you can reinvent yourself too as well by going through and doing this. You have competition, you have enemies, you want to win. Well, then that's going to take having a different type of sight. Being in the same environment as them, but being able to see things that they will never be able to fathom. And by the way, this isn't just all about building your skills. You got to become a better person too. The more virtues you have, then the higher your capacity for light. Somebody can go through and listen to this third eye meditation 1,000 times and feel it and everything. But in terms of applying it, that comes down to your virtues: kindness, consideration. All of the problems that we run into life, they give us an opportunity to have virtues. Those virtues, that gives you an opportunity to have this advanced sight. And when you look at it that way, the problems of the world don't seem as bad. Cool. So right now, what we're going to do is we have a 30-minute guided meditation. If you have headphones, I suggest using it because these binaural beats are intense. And the better the quality of your sound, the better the quality of your meditative experience. I want you to be prepared that you will have a physical feeling around this. So this type of in-depth, deep, advanced meditation is something that requires you to have enough time to ground. So just popping off of this Zoom and then running off and driving a car or doing something, no. You really need time to relax, drink you some water, sit down for a minute or two, or better yet, listen to other people's experience because the possibilities around this particular meditation is limitless. So with that, get yourself in a comfortable position, be it that is laying down or get your headphones together, whatever you want. You can turn your video off too if you like. I'm going to play this through my laptop and share the sound and stick around for minutes to make sure that everyone can hear it okay. If you can't hear it, then make sure that the volume is up on your device, whatever you're using. And feel free to send me a text through the chat, and I'll try my best to work with you or guide you through it. And Tanya, you can enjoy. I will let everybody in moving forward. Can everybody hear?
This is your third eye meditation. Bring your focus to your breathing. And become aware of your natural pattern of breathing. And on your next inhale, imagine inhaling through every cell in your body at the same time. And exhale from every cell in your body at the same time. With each breath, allow yourself to float deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now, feel the gentle wave of energy flowing from your feet, up your leg, relaxing the muscles in your lower legs and your thighs. Allow that gentle wave of relaxation and energy to float from your hips up through your abdomen, through your arms, through your neck, continuing to relax, taking you deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now, allow the relaxating wave of energy to flow from your neck to the top of your head. And on your next breath, become aware that you are aware of the deepest state of relaxation you have ever felt in your life. Now, with each breath, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper into a state of bliss and relaxation. This relaxation ritual opens your third eye. Your third eye is located in your forehead between your eyebrows. And it allows you to see visions, messages, and receive information from that focal point. Bring your awareness to your third eye now. And in your mind's eye, repeat this to yourself 3 times. My third eye allows me to materialize wisdom. My third eye allows me to materialize wisdom. My third eye allows me to materialize wisdom. Now, become aware that you were always aware that your third eye sometimes sees or retains information that does not get translated to your physical mind. But this ritual meditation resolves that problem as well. As you hear the following words, and as you continue to breathe, imagine that the vibrations and the power behind each word goes in through every cell in your body, circling back to your third eye. Now, the eye that sees all, though it may not always speak, opens its voice now. Seeing, feeling, knowing, the third eye becomes my guide. Through the pearls of all the realms, through the blessings of all around me, I see what I should see. I see what I should know. I see all that is and was. Now, now. Now, I alone control my active third eye. I alone control my active third eye. I alone control my active third eye. Allow the vibrations of the following sentences to enter through every cell in your body at the same time, allowing itself to find its way to your third eye. My third eye shall be the whole of me. Casting your power within and beyond me. In full influence in my journey, be that which I command, and only what I command. Engaging me as I see fit through this path, and interpreting what I experience in divine, infinite wisdom. Now, you're in full control of your third eye. What do you see? What do you know? What do you feel? Now, now. Now, with this ritual, you can channel information through your third eye, which gives you a unique and unusual perspective into how your life is proceeding. Now, in your mind's eye, imagine the vibrations in your environment. Begin to be channeled and funneled as information through your third eye. As your third eye translates, interprets, and presents to you in the form of visions, telepathic messages, or dreams. Now, Now, let the following sentences vibrate through every cell in your body at the same time, finding its way to your third eye and channeling information. Through my third eye, become the tool, that channels information. Allowing me to come into contact with a moment, a memory, a vision, a power beyond what is normally seen. To experience in a different way a situation or a person. Letting me know all that you know. Third eye, what do you see for me? Third eye, what do you think shall happen? All that happens be a prism of knowledge for me. Allow me to see through my mind's eye exactly as my third eye sees. Allowing any form of visualization, any associate colors, color patterns, energy patterns that come along with specific feelings, people, and locations. Now, feel as the following words enter through your third eye directly, opening up sight beyond sight. Through the eyes of what is around me. Through the power that you behold, allow me to see what my third eye sees. Beyond the veil of the mortal world, beyond the veil of the immortal boundaries, my third eye takes all into account and reveals what it knows. Now. Become aware that you are aware at all times and in all ways. Allow these words to form a circle around you that opens up every cell of awareness in your body. Surround me with your third eye vision. Give me a sight into the future. Where are you? What shall you know? How shall you go? Reveal my third eye power. Reveal my third eye power. The power you realize, the realms that are within and around me. How shall you be? What shall you know? Where are you to go? Your third eye is fully open and fully within your control. And when you're ready, you can open your physical eyes and see beyond sight.
Okay. Feel free to come back to us when you're ready. And you can turn your video on if you like to let us know that you're back. And as everyone is coming back, I'll share my screen with you. It's one of the last images we were showing before the meditation started, with the ability to use your third eye to see multiple dimensions of reality at the same time. If this is your first time here, or second, because I think that question comes up too, please do us a favor and leave a 5-star review so that others can find this. And if you're interested in joining the search, hangers on. And we have a meet and greet interview process with Tanya for everyone that's coming through. So we make sure that everybody's like-minded and that we keep it a safe environment too as well. And yeah, so with that, open it up for sharing. Anyone wants to share their experience with the meditation? Did any epiphanies come out? Is there anybody who didn't feel anything? Because remember, I had a bold proclamation in the beginning. You're going to feel something today. So as you're getting more grounded and back, and I changed my voice because I normally don't sound like this in trance. That's not my go-to. So anybody wants to share, the floor is open.
I can start. When we first started going into the meditation, I saw like a planet. So I went toward the planet, and then I saw all this greenery, like palm leaves and stuff. And while you was instructing us to go deeper, I saw this colony. It was like a grayish brown, almost like something from Egypt or whatever. So I got closer to the doorway, and part of me wanted to go in, and the other part just wanted me to stay put. So as I got inside of it, I could see the image of me looking through the doorway, trying to, see an image of me or whatever. So I continued walking, and then I saw these writing on the walls, and then I saw this guy. He was like in a Egyptian photograph or something like that. He was like maybe in his 20s or 30s, and you can see him carving on a piece of work. So he instructed us to do something else. So then he came alive. I could see what he was doing. He was carving an image, but if you look in the background, you can see images on the wall, and you can see he's going from one angle to the other. He's looking down at the ground as he views the surface. You can see he's thinking. And then you instructed something else. So that's when he looks up to the sky, and you see like this beam of light. This beam of light has like a big circle in it, bluish color circle. So as he focuses on that, he goes through that, and that's when he sees um, all these like diagrams or figures all around him, and he's just glancing at them and observing them, like it's information regarding something. As he goes further into that, you can see he's going like through a tunnel or like some kind of wide opening, and he continues on, and then when he gets near the end, he opens up the last part where he sees this bright goldish yellow light. When he focuses more on that, you can see it's like an image of a triangle with a big round circle inside. When you go through that, you go through another end, and that's when he brings me to an area where he's at the universe, almost like a back end of the way he came in. And he's just observing everything. He doesn't go out. He just observes, and after that, that's when we started to come out of it.
Oh, that's pretty powerful. Who do you think the man was, Bronte?
Well, the guy was someone back in time because you can see he had the Egyptian headdress and the garment. And like I said, he was in his maybe mid-20s or maybe early 30s. And you can see him at first, he was in a still motion, but you can see he was working on something. And the more you instructed us to do something, that's when he came alive. And I can see he was carving from every angle. He was trying to create something. And when you look at the walls and back of the cave setting or where he was sitting at, you can see writings and drawings on the wall.
That's pretty powerful. Very powerful. I love to. There is a companion to this audio that's 1 hour long. That's 1 hour long. That is gets to the point of it not being voice guided. So it's for advanced meditators. That's something I need to get in your hands so you can explore that a little bit more. And anyone who is doing any of the meditations, if you start having an experience that goes beyond the words that are being said, you absolutely can go on that voyage and drill a little bit deeper. If you ever come out of it and you have questions, you can simply ask your higher self, what did that mean? Or share more information for me about that. It's pretty cool, Rosie. Thank you. Anyone else? Or are y'all like, I don't want to go behind that? There is no meditation in me, but I just saw a red circle.
Please, I'll share.
Yay.
I just love this. First of all, I just want to acknowledge you and say thank you for facilitating this, Will. It just feels so good, you know, to be in a space with people that vibrate in a similar way. So I came out of the meditation a little early, and I don't remember exactly what was said, but I remember you saying now. And I just immediately, you know, I came out of my my state, my altered state. And the first thing that came to me was a book by his last name is Conwell, but the book is called Acres of Diamonds. And, you know, if you're on the circuit with, you know, Neville Goddard and Abdullah and all of these other, you know, Bob Proctor and Reverend Ike and all of these people, Acres of Diamonds is one of the books that a lot of people in that same circuit reference. You know, it's a lot of books, but that particular book came to me, Acres of Diamonds. And it's not a book that I have read. I'm familiar with it. I've skimmed through some of the text, but I haven't read it fully. So it came to me. I don't know if it's a book for someone else, but Acres of Diamonds, and the author's last name is Conwell. I was also led to a situation that's happening within my family as it relates to family land stewardship. And I definitely felt a sense of relief and gratitude around it because it's been it's been stressful. But it's been a situation that's been brewing for many years. So I'm glad that I felt some resolution around it because a lot of people in my family are being impacted right now. I also felt grateful because there's a cosmic transmutation that's happening right now on so many levels, you know, as we're birthing this new existence, this new earth. I felt that for the collective, for all of us, as we walk this walk and as we learn how to align with it more frequently and stay in integrity with it, you know, because we're all humans. And sometimes we can get off track. So I was grateful for that lesson. Another big thing that happened last night was I broke my toe. And it's something that I've done before. And typically that happens when I'm being very stubborn about something and spirit wants to get my attention. It happens. And this particular toe is related to my ancestors. So definitely it was an ancestral wake-up call. And, you know, it just relates to being more flexible and not being overwhelmed. You know, sometimes we can be in situations and we feel overwhelmed. And because I'm very, you know, like heart-centered, you know, I live in that space. I have a tendency to feel deep and to take on, as an empath, I take on the energies of, you know, other people as well. So I have to be very cautious about how I manage my collective pain body. And, you know, it's not anyone else's fault. It's everything is always up to me. It's always about me. It's never about other people. Every lesson that I get in this life is always about me. So I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to look at it from that angle, that perhaps what I have been doing is not working. and not even perhaps, what I'm doing right now and how I'm seeing things and my perspective around things is not working. And it's time for me to stop forcing something to be the way that I want it to be. So yeah, I broke my toe last night. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, I was saying I stopped because my son just walked in, so he started coughing. But what I got, I'm gonna move on from that. What I got in terms when you said what is being seen, it's the fulfillment of a prophecy, the gifts of the spirit being fulfilled. It's increased joy and well-being and alignment, relationships that are nourishing, protective, peaceful, calming, and delightful. I saw the color green, pink, gold, and blue. I felt the energy of the oceanic divine mother. I felt the sun. I felt myself in a sun-filled, gorgeous cohabitation, and just basically got the message that everything has been provided for you. And it's time to woman fest the goal. I know we say manifest, but it's time to woman fest and make it happen. So all is well, and I give thanks. Thank you for the sacred space and the sharing.
My pleasure. I always like when you share. Women Fest. I'm gonna have to copyright that. I like that. That's what's up. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah. Well, I'll go if nobody else is going. I just experienced extreme relaxation, and it was just amazing at how your voice and the way in which you say certain things, uh, the attention to detail, how that really just sets it off as far as the relaxation. Um, because I have once again found that my arms were just so heavy like a rock, but I felt like I was in a cocoon. Um, so I'm not quite sure what to make of what I saw, or what I was getting, and whether there was any ego with it. But I saw a hospital, and it was right at the point where you asked where I was, and so it came to me that it was Penn State, a hospital at Penn State University, which I don't know why I would be thinking of that, but I know my son is going to be going to grad school, med school pretty soon, so who knows? I don't know. And then I started thinking about my mother, and I just started getting this feeling like she's not going to be here much longer. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. Um, but I just tried to just sit in it and just let it be what it is, and that's what I got. So
Okay. Well, John, I think that any doubts or confusion you have around what was shown to you, we just need to ask, and the answer will come to you. So you and I can either do like a psychic section session later, or you can just ask yourself, what does this mean? And for everyone, you can do that after the meditation. You can do it within the meditation. The answers are always there for us. So if you lack the confidence, ability, or the timing to ask yourself, you can always seek help from somebody else to get it. But those are two powerful images, John, from around Penn State, which could very well be your son, right? And then the other around your mother. All of us are only here for a season. So I think it's just a matter of asking uh, if that cognition that you had around that, if it's true. And then what is the highest and greatest good for everyone in terms of how you act with that information. Knowing what's going to happen is one thing. Having the wisdom to know what to do about it, is something else too. So I will leave you with that, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Anybody else? Okay. What I will do then is that I am trying to be better at how we end so that it doesn't go on forever. So if there are moments of silence that no one's saying anything else, then I'm going to assume that everyone has shared all that they will. So I would give the final comments around what's going on with us, and then see if anyone has anything else they want to share. And if not, we shall end and get moving forward with the 5th of July. Okay, so we have a retreat coming up in a month or so. The 20th to 23rd is a weekend retreat, that Thursday through Sunday. If someone just wants to come for one day, it is on the 22nd. It is an intense meditation retreat, all inclusive, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And some people are staying in the mansion. That is sold out. There is a waiting list for people that want residency and actually to be away from home. If so, you can just let Tanya know as well. And the pricing, residency is sold out, and from the weekend pass is 2, but there's a waiting list, a short one for this. It's $197 for Saturday. And Tanya is a good one to reach out to, or me too, as well. Which for many of us will be the first time that we get to see each other in person. Yay! I'm excited about that. Super excited about that. Although I feel like I know all y'all because for the last 2 months we've been sending each other every day on Zoom or whatever. Okay, so that's it for my updates. Next week we will be continuing the Becoming series with our next topic and going deeper into the meditation as we get closer to the retreat, which I have been trying to prepare people and build them up meditation skill-wise to do these next level experiences that we have there. So I'm looking forward to next week. If you're interested in joining Shurch and being part of our community, Tanya's hanging out for anyone who wants to do that. And you can just stay on Zoom and she'll be able to hook you up. Anybody else have any comments around the meditation or any questions or any challenges you're dealing with? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Let me check the chat, make sure. Nope. We're all good. Okay. Well, I'd like to wish everyone a happy 4th of July weekend. You are free. What you gonna do with that freedom? You got all week to figure it out. So with that, Tanya, I'll turn it over to you. I'm gonna pop off, and I love you all. You guys take care.
Love you. Peace, love, and light.
Bye.
Peace and love as well.